All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the High Performance Trader. I am your host, Joshua Salvetti, and today we are going to be breaking down the keys to becoming a successful trader, okay? See, trading is is it challenging? Trading it's such a beautiful thing, right? Because in front of us, we literally have a market. The market doesn't know who you are. The market doesn't care who you are. The market just generates price, okay? Price movement going up, down, left, right, all over the place. Then, the more information you learn, the better trader you become, the more you can capitalize on this price movement. So today in this video, in this live, we're going to be talking about this trade in front of you. Okay? It was literally, we cracked SPX for over 200%. ROI today. You can see here, I had two losses earlier in the day. Trade 1, lost 360. Trade 2, lost 360. Do you guys notice anything with this? I keep a very strict risk reward ratio, and that's what we're going to be talking about today because it is key, critical, crucial for you to become a good day trader. Right? You have to implement good risk reward, right? See, I like to trade 1 to 2 contracts on SPX. And those first two trades, they were one contract each. And around each contract's around $1,100. Therefore, I'm not risking more than 30% per contract. Then that winning trade, okay? We racked in over almost $1,700 on that winning trade. So once again, risk reward ratio is in check, right? So let me just make sure everything is solid. What's up, Todd? You already know today calls for a recap. This was a beautiful, beautiful day here. And more importantly, I just really want to break down, the importance of execution, okay? Because these last couple weeks have been extremely challenging. Actually, last week. Today marks the beginning of a new era, okay? You're going to go through rough patches. It's part of the game, right? Do we defer from the strategy? Absolutely not. Okay. What we do is rinse, repeat the strategy over and over. Okay. See, if you were playing blackjack and you got dealt a bad hand, would you completely throw away the principles that you use to become a good blackjack player? Absolutely not. So today in this video, we're going to be talking about the rules, the principles, the precepts, what we look for to actually get in and out of the market, right? We literally have a market that just generates price action. I tell every single trader I coach, it's up to you to do 3 things. Number 1 is identify opportunity. Okay, that is your job every single day, is to look at this chart and to be able to confidently identify opportunity. Number 2 is to execute on that opportunity. Okay, you don't get paid to know technical analysis. You get paid on your ability to on technical analysis, okay, or whatever you want to call it, supply, demand, support, resistance. I don't care what you use to identify the opportunity, but that will only get you up to bat, okay? To actually get that base hit, to hit that home run, you need to act, okay? So number 1, identify. Number 2, action, okay? Wisdom without, faith without works is dead, okay? Until you act, you do not and will not get paid. And then number 3, most important part, is manage capital, okay? This means managing losses, and it also means managing wins, okay? See, until you learn to allow the market to pay you, you're never going to become successful in this game. Hold up 1 second, guys. Let me turn the light on so you can see. All right, cool. Now we're good. Okay, so beautiful day here. As you can see here, 252% ROI at one point on this long. Okay, so let's break down the long real quick. What was I looking at? Very, very simple criteria, guys. Okay, it never changes. Okay, it never changes. I'm always looking for the same strategy. Okay, and once again, just before we go any further, for anybody that wants more information on this strategy, all you have to do is click the first link in the bio. Okay, you click that first link, it's going to bring you to the High Performance Trader website. And at this website, you are going to get full access to the strategy that has helped me identify that opportunity we were just talking about. Okay, it brings you a strategy for free. I charge no money. You literally get to come to my website and learn my approach each and every single day. And I love it because traders are taking advantage of it. You know how many traders are on my website before the bell? I love it. I love seeing people on my website learning, putting in the work, and actually programming themselves to be able to execute appropriately. So you come here and you sign up. You put your first, last name, email address in, and I send you data reports on this strategy completely for free. Okay. And my goal in doing this, just to be upfront, is that you guys actually become phenomenal traders and then down the road, join the team. Okay. The team is growing. It's getting very strong. My goal is to build an environment where anybody can come and become the absolute best version of themselves. So that's what High Performance Trader is all about. I don't want to just make you money, okay? I want you to become the absolute best version of you. Because if and when you become the absolute best version of you and you join our team, then the team just becomes amazing. Okay, guys? So go take a look, check it out. It's a phenomenal resource. At least get the data reports, okay? You put your first, last name, and if and when you want to join the team, click the link, check it out, okay? So without let's break down today's price action. Okay, so give me a minute here. I got to relog in. Man, what a day, dude. Oh my God. It's crazy. Trading, I tell you what, trading's all about staying in the game. Okay, today was challenging. I took 3 trades. 2 of them were losses. Okay, so once again, trading isn't about making every trade green, okay? If that was the case, I wouldn't have made money, okay? I took 3 trades, 2 L's, 1 winner, and I literally was up 975 on the day, okay? So once again, guys, I don't like calling them mistakes. You're going to take losses. It's part of the game. We call it slippage, okay? You're going to get in a position, you're going to think it's going to go your way, and then it's not going to go your way. And then, now, think about it. This first trade I took, right, it was a short play right here. So price sold off. We get a green bar here, ignored. I enter short right here, okay? That was my first trade. I'm just waiting for Thinkorswim to pop up. Once it pops up, I'll log in. But basically, I went short, and I got stomped out of my trade on this candle. So once again, over it. We manage losses. We don't care about losses. We manage losses. We don't let losses manage us. No, we manage the loss. Okay, we're in control, right? We don't work for the market. The market works for us. See, there's a difference. Okay, because it's a philosophy. The way you view this game is your results are a direct result of the way you view this game. Okay, let me say that one more time. Your results are a direct result of the way you view this game. Okay, you cannot view the game like, oh man, I the market's got to work for me. I got to be able to make I got to make the right trades. I got to make the right decisions. What if this happens? No, it's no matter what, even if this happens, I'm going to follow my edge and I'm going to focus on execution each and every single day. Okay. So while this is pumping up here, just give me a minute. All right. So coming off last week, okay? Last week, we had tons of fundamental news, right? We had the tariffs, whatever bullshit going on there. We got trade wars, right? We got China telling us, listen, we don't want to do business, whatever it may be. We have global markets crashing, okay? We have all this nonsense going on. What I like to call external variables, okay? We can't control any of it, right? We can't control what Donald Trump's going to do. We can't control what China's going to do, right? We can't control Canada, the immigration. We have no control over any of this, okay? Therefore, we have to become aware of what we actually have control over. What do we have control over? Ourselves. We have control over our strategy we use, and we have control over our execution, okay? We also have control over our losses, right? And we also have control over our winners, okay? See, we have to become well aware of what we have control over and put our energy in those buckets, okay? See, if we're putting our energy in all of these buckets we have no control over, we're going to trade terribly, okay? Like we can't be taking losses and going, "Oh man, what the heck? Trump talking again." Listen, it's a waste of energy. Okay? You need to make full accountability with the fact you have no control over 90% of what happens. You have to become well aware of what you do have control over. Okay? So every single day I trade, I approach the market the same way. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. So let's go over the pre-market plan. All right. So once again, very simple. My pre-market plan, I highlight critical levels of interest, right? I had a trader ask me, where do you get these levels from? See, I get these levels from the daily time frame every single day, okay? Whether it's the previous day pit numbers, which are the high, the low, the open, the close, but we were gapping up this morning into this level. So what do? I literally go all the way to the left, and I go, all right, which levels am I close to? Okay. And then I grab, this is very important, pay attention. I grab the highs and the lows and the opens and the closes from previous price action. Okay. So every target of mine is always a pit number from a previous day. Okay. I'm going to say it one more time. Every target, every level is always a pit number from the previous day. And if it's not the previous day, it's last week, it's last month. It doesn't matter. It's always coming off the daily time frame, right? I don't map pre-market levels. They have no volume, okay? That doesn't mean they don't play a role. It's just not what I'm looking for. Once again, it's all about your philosophy. It's the way you view the market. See, I'm looking to make decisions based off the levels that the banks are at, okay? If I follow the banks, then I have a massive edge over the market, okay? So this is where I grabbed my pre-market levels. Then I do a very simple breakdown that this is going to either go up or it's going to go down. I'm going to watch 580.54, which once again, guys, is coming off this level right here. You guys see this? This red candle? That's where I'm identifying my level of interest. Basically, I'm bullish above, I'm bearish below. Okay, once again, this is how I view the market. So that's the pre-market plan. Now the market opens. Okay. 1 second here. Okay. So market opens up. We get very strong selling, right? Now, once again, let me just whip out here. Let me go to daily recap. Just want to make sure. Yes. Okay. I'm on the right day. Okay, so market opens up and we get tons of selling that comes into the market. Now, once again, I have a very simple and systematic approach where if I get a moving average cross, meaning the EMA cloud turns from green to red, right? Then I get a green bar that gets ignored. I'm getting in this short, okay? I enter into the market short here, and I'm looking to target 57631. First trade of the day, bam, I take a loss. Now, once again, am I going to switch up my whole approach? No. Am I going to go, oh my God, what if, oh my God, I just took a red trade? No. I wipe it off, I'm on to the next, okay? We cannot get hung up on stuff that we cannot control, okay? So price comes right up into 580.54, just like we mapped out in pre-market. And now we're going, okay, let's watch to see what happens here as sellers come into the market. Sellers come into the market, we don't get an edge. We don't get any opportunity. We stay patient, and then price comes down, and we get a beautiful little green bar right here that gets ignored. So this was our second trade, okay? We hop into the market short, and I end up getting stopped out right here. Okay, I held this trade a little bit longer than I should have. Okay, now once again, this is the difference between making emotional decisions and making rational decisions. This was an emotional decision because right here I'm up around $360. Okay, maybe I'm trying to make up for my morning loss, right? Price doesn't go where I want it to go, it starts to rally on me, and I don't want to let go of the position. So that's trade number 2, loss. Do we walk away frustrated? Absolutely not. What do? We ask ourselves, if sellers weren't in control, does that mean buyers are showing strength? And the answer to that question is yes. How do we know buyers are showing strength? Well, we get a moving average cross, and we get a red bar right here that gets ignored. So let me go to the Discord and see exactly where I called this out so I can show you guys what it is I was actually looking for. All right, so at 12:23 p.m., I'm in longs. And then I showered, hard stop in, targeting 580.50. So once again, this was the SPX chart. This is what it kind of looked like. Let me whip out Think or Swim right here. At 12:20, we get the RBI. Okay, so once again, what's the difference between this long and this short? Not a lot. So there's nothing to change. Okay, sometimes your edge works, sometimes it doesn't. But you know what our superpower is? Risk management. Okay, and not just risk management, but reward management. Okay, see, learning how to take a loss is one thing, but how many traders know how to actually take a win? I'm talking about actually letting your trade pay you, right? Because for years, I could not let a winning trade go, right? I couldn't let it pay me. But now I can trade here. We literally got into the market and we made over 252%. Why? Well, there was no reason to sell. There was no reason to sell, guys. Look at it. And I'm not going to lie to you. Being down $720 made it a little easier to hold the trade. Where my witnesses, you guys know it, when you're down on the day, it's it's much easier to hold, right? Because you're trying to make that money back, right? But I could have got out once I made my money back. See, the principles we teach over here at High Performance Trader are going to help you become the trader that makes rational decisions, okay? Just like Todd said, he knows healthy trends continue, okay? How do we know it's healthy? Look at the 9. You see that blue line right there? Look, even though we got a $5 push to the upside, we always closed on the moving average. And when we did it, price came right back into it and buyers held it, okay? This is how you identify strength. Now, there's one more thing I want to point out here that's going to help you make way better decisions come tomorrow, okay? And it's the 1 hour moving average, right? So on my chart, we created an indicator over here for High Performance Trader members. It's called the 1 hour 9 DEMA, right? And yeah, the 1 hour 9 anybody can use, right? But what makes ours different is that it shows up on lower time frames, okay? Now, what does this mean? So this means, hold on, give me a minute here. Okay. So if you look at this chart, right, this is where we went long. Now, you guys see this blue horizontal line, right? I talk about this in every single one of my videos. And guys, it's because it's so important. What's up, Sparky? Sparky's here. Sparky took the same trade on the Russell today and absolutely killed it. Absolutely killed it. And you know what I love is Sparky's a new member, and he literally is executing flawlessly. He encouraged the team today, right? Because I'm not going to lie to you guys. This and every trader out there can relate right now, and it's okay. This last week has been extremely hard. It's been challenging. Our edge presents, we swing, it's just not there. Next swing, not there. Swing, oh, it worked. So right. So what do you do when losses are stacking up? You continue to execute. You continue to execute until you are blue in the face, okay? Because your ability to remain consistent is the only way you're going to make it out of this ocean of madness with consistent results, okay? Now, once again, I'm not sitting here like, oh my God, look at me, I'm this, I'm that. I'm not, guys, but listen, I've been trading for a long time, and I promise you, there's no trader that gets every trade right. It's just not, it's not realistic. It's not the correct expectation, okay? The goal is not to make every trade green. Even though, listen, if that happens, that's awesome. But my goal is to execute my strategy, okay? I literally execute it in the morning. I execute it in the evening, okay? The evening trade just worked better, okay? Now, right here, before I finish up, I just really want to point out, guys, what helped me stay in this trade long, okay? Because anybody can get in a winning trade. What trader can actually hold it? Look at this blue horizontal line. You guys know what this represents, right? This is the 9 DEMA on the 1 hour, okay? So if I pull this up on the 1 hour, the market looks something like this when we were getting in long, okay? Now, you see I got my cursors linked. What can we notice here on the chart on the right that can help us identify if the trend is healthy or if the trend is unhealthy, okay? We got a pocket. Pocket, baby. What do pockets mean? Pockets mean pullback every single time, okay? So you guys see this circle I drew right here? What's the price gap look like? Something like that, okay? So once again, anytime you're extended, average, especially the 9 double exponential, there is a very high probability that the pendulum is going to swing your ass right back into the moving average, okay? This is what we call the snapback, okay? This principle helps me so much, it's not even funny, because this will keep me from taking a short play, right? And not only will it keep me from a short, when I see long criteria, like we got, I got to get in it. There's nothing else to say. Now, there's one more thing I want to point out that helped me get in this position. So if I go over here to trade, actually, hold on. I'll just do it right here. Let me go here. Up here, volume at volume, equity, show volume. Okay, guys, ready? You guys see this 12-15 candle? What's that right there? That's a lot of volume. That's a lot of volume coming into the market, okay? Now, you guys see this candle right here, 1120. That's a lot of volume. What does this 1120 candle and 1220 candle have in common? 579, okay? So when you're spotting abnormal amounts of volume right here too, at a specific level, this is very important. This right here tells me that sellers tried very hard. Therefore, if and when I get a RBI right here, I got to take it long. I mean, I'm taking it long anyways because that's the strategy. That's the edge. That's what works. Okay. So all in all, guys, I'm very thankful. It was an amazing day. I needed this. I really needed this. It's been last week was rough. But what's really important, right, is I can sit in bed tonight and go, you know what? I mean, we've all been there. We've all made money and we've lied in bed and been like, shit, am I going to be able to do this again tomorrow? See, over here at High Performance Trader, I know as long as I follow my strategy, I can answer that question confidently. Yeah, I'm going to be able to do this again tomorrow. And if it don't work tomorrow, it's going to work the next day because men lie, women lie, the data does not. We've been collecting data on this strategy. We're going on our 9th month, okay? So I'm not going to let one little week scare me. Instead, we're going to continue to execute until I am blue in the face, dead in the ground, rinse, repeat. So, guys, I love you. Thanks for coming to this trade recap. Stay strong. These markets are ruthless right now. But the only way we're going to be able to get out of it is if we continue to remain consistent. Okay? This means whatever edge you trade, you better be executing it flawlessly. I don't even care if you don't trade my strategy. I literally don't because I understand it's not about the strategy. Okay? Yeah. Having a simple and repeatable strategy is a massive help, okay? But what it's really about is your ability to repeat it over and over again, right? Yes, Oasis knows. The HPT member, he knows, okay? It's rinse, repeat, over again, okay? And when you find your ass in a losing trade, you get out of it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. When you are in it, look at this. I took 2 L's. Both losses, I lost the same amount of money. Why? Because I understand risk reward, okay? I understand I don't want to ever put myself in a vulnerable scenario. Therefore, I'll never lose more than 30% a contract, okay? So I don't care. It doesn't matter. Once I'm around that 30%, I'm out. When I look at this, you know how happy I am? It took me years to be able to execute in a way where I could finally see shit like this. And you can do it too. You just need a steady, solid approach and a strong team that's going to hold your ass accountable. And that's what we do over here at HPT. So guys, listen, I love you. It's a great way to start the week. And I have a strong feeling, especially after this news that Trump just dropped, that we are about to enter a bull market. We just got to let it simmer down, okay? Let's do levels real quick. Let's whip out this weekly. So real quick, just by looking at this, I can tell we got a drop below the 50, okay? This is very bad. This is very bullish. And now I'm looking for us to stay above 576.31. We stay above this. Guys, I really see us making moves in the next month or two up to 600 and then up to 613.23, right? Let's talk about swing trades on Wednesday. I love you guys. Peace.